2020 has finally gone. 2021, a new year has dawned. Last year has been difficult, chaotic, and tragic. Let's pray 2021 is full of laughter and magic. May this year bring good health, happiness, and cheer to everyone. Wishing all of you a very happy new year, my dear boys. I hope all of y'all have enjoyed your short Christmas break. And now, welcome to your first craft class of the year. I am back with another craft project for you. Today, I'm going to teach you to make a lampshade. So without wasting any further time, let us quickly go through the list of materials that we'll need to make this article. First of all, we'll need a box board, we'll also need a piece of mount board, a ruler, a pencil, a pair of scissors, Fevicol. We will also need colors. Here I have taken artist acrylic colors. You can also use fabric colors. We'll need an 8 or 10 number flat brush, a palette, and this type of a cardboard tube which we get after a roll of tissue paper is used up. Let us now begin. This is the diagram that we need to make the lampshade. I'll now start drawing and explaining the diagram step by step. Boys, I'm drawing the diagram on a drawing paper and using sketch pens so that you can see the diagram clearly as I'm drawing. But when you draw, kindly use a pencil and draw the diagram directly on the box board. I'm drawing a square measuring 26 centimeters. The square is ready. I'll now start dividing the sides of the square. I am going to mark 10 centimeters, 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters on all four sides of the square, and then I'm going to join these points. Ten centimeters, 6 centimeters, and what remains is again 10 centimeters. Now that I have the two set of points, I'm going to join them. On the right hand side, I am going to mark 10 centimeters, 6 centimeters and 10 centimeters. And now on the left hand side too, I am going to take the same measurements. Now that I have the two set of points, I am going to join them. Note, a plus sign is formed in the center. Observe the plus sign. I am going to mark 4 centimeters to the left of this point. I'll now mark 4 centimeters to the right of this point. I am going to repeat the same on the upper side of the square now. I have marked 4 centimeters to the left of this point and I am marking 4 centimeters to the right of this point. Now from this point I am going up 4 centimeters. And from this point I am going down 4 centimeters. I'll repeat the same on the other side. Now that I have finished marking all the points, I'll start joining them to these 4 points on the center square. Observe carefully how I am joining the points. Now I'm going to start drawing pasting portions along the slanting lines that I have just drawn. Watch how I am holding my ruler along the slanting line and marking 1.5 centimeters. So now I'll get a line parallel to this line at a distance of 1.5 centimeters. This will be our pasting portion. Next, we won't draw a pasting portion here, but here. We'll follow exactly the same method. I am now drawing the third pasting portion. And now the fourth and the last. I am now going to start marking the cutting lines in red. Boys, observe carefully which lines I am marking in red. I have finished drawing all the cutting lines and now I have started marking the cutting portions. Here you can see I have marked 3 more cutting portions. Now I have started marking the folding lines. I have finished marking the folding lines. These are the pasting portions. And I'm marking them with a capital letter P. With this, we have finished drawing our diagram. Boys, you will draw this entire diagram on the reverse side of the box board, not on the white side. Here, I have a box board. One side is white in color and the other side is brownish grey. We have to draw the diagram on the brownish grey side. Here, I have already drawn the diagram. I'll start cutting it out now. The 4 cutting portions will be cut off and discarded. I have finished cutting. Now I'll start folding. These are the folding lines. But these lines are not folding lines. Now boys, though these lines are not folding lines, many make a mistake and end up folding them. And so, in order to avoid confusion, we'll erase these lines. Now I'm going to start scoring the box board. In the earlier articles, I have already demonstrated the method of scoring cardboard. I am going to cut off this extra piece of cardboard which is sticking out. Boys, always be very careful when you're using your scissors to score cardboard. It is better to wrap a piece of cloth around one blade and one handle of the scissor and hold them together. I have finished scoring all the folding lines. See how easy it is to fold boxboard once it is scored. I have finished folding the boxboard. I'll now go on to the next step. Now I'm going to start painting the cutout. I have taken artist's acrylic colors. These colors are very smooth and creamy. I have chosen two colors, white and orange. I am taking out as much color as I'll need in my palette. Boys, when you mix two colors to get a third color, make sure that you prepare enough quantity of color that you are going to need for the project. Because if you run short of the color, then to mix colors and get the same shade again is very difficult. I have taken two colors, orange and white, in my palette, and I'm going to mix them thoroughly to get a shade of peach color. Notice how creamy and smooth the color is. I'll start painting the boxboard cutout now. I'm going to avoid applying paint on the pasting portions. Boys, you can use poster or fabric colors too. If you're using poster colors, you can add 2 or 3 drops of Fevicol to the color and mix it thoroughly to get a slight shiny effect. Like artist acrylic colors, fabric colors are acrylic based too, but they are in the liquid form. When you're painting the surface of the boxboard, make sure that you leave no gaps in between. If needed, you can apply a second coat of color after the first coat has dried properly. Here, I have finished coloring. I'll leave the boxboard cutout to dry for about an hour before beginning with the next step. Here, I have a few flowers which I have cut out from an old gift wrapping paper. I'm going to use these to decorate the lampshade. You can even cut out pictures from old greeting cards, magazines, calendars, etc. and use them to decorate your craft projects. It's not necessary to buy expensive decorative materials. Sometimes all you need is a little bit of imagination and creativity to make beautiful craft articles. I have applied Fevicol evenly And now I will stick the flower. We need to place the flowers and stick them in such a way that we get a balanced arrangement. I have finished sticking the flowers on one side of the lampshade. I'll repeat the same process for the remaining 3 sides, arranging, adjusting and pasting the cut flowers. Now suppose you do not have any patterned paper to cut shapes from. You can use scraps of paper left over from other craft projects. I'll now show you how we can use leftover pieces of paper and make beautiful flowers which can be used to decorate craft articles. Here I had started with a square piece of paper and I have folded it diagonally 3 times. Now on this folded piece I am drawing the shape of a petal. I have finished cutting and now I'll open up the folded paper. And there our 8-petaled flower is ready. I have taken a 3D outliner in glitter gold shade and I'm going to outline the petals using it. You can make many such flowers in different sizes and use them to decorate your article. After I finish outlining the flower, I will leave it to dry thoroughly. I am going to use doilies now. I have taken 4 doilies and I am going to cut and use them to decorate the lampshade. I have cut one piece now and I am placing it on the other side and marking so that I'll get another piece of the exact same size. The remaining doilies too have to be cut in a similar manner. From one doily, we get 2 pieces. I'll now start sticking the cut doilies on the reverse side of the lampshade. Observe how I'm overlapping the 2 pieces and pasting them. Instead of doilies, you can even use lace or tassels. But doilies look really pretty and also they are easier to stick. In the same way, I'll stick the remaining pieces of doilies on the other 3 sides. I am going to use glue drop to stick the sides of the lampshade. Watch how I am placing glue drop on the pasting portion and then carefully sticking the sides. I'll repeat the same on all the remaining sides. Boys, if you wish, instead of glue drop, you can even use Fevicol. Our lampshade is now ready. That's all for now, boys. Next week, in part 2 of this tutorial, I'll teach you to make a stand for this lampshade. Till then, happy crafting, take good care of yourselves, stay safe, and may God bless you, dear boys. Instructions for the next craft class. Boys, I have divided this tutorial into 2 parts. Today, we completed part 1 and learned how to make the lampshade. Next week, in part 2, we learn to make a stand for this lampshade. Now boys, in the list of materials that I have given in the beginning of this tutorial, I have also included the materials that we'll need for making the stand. Let's do a quick recap of the things that will be needed. First of all, you'll need a cardboard tube. If you do not have one, I'll teach you to make one using paper. Next, you'll need mount board and a plain white computer printer paper. Or you can even use brown paper, which is used for covering books. You will also need a pencil, a ruler, a pair of scissors, Fevicol, poster colors or fabric colors, a flat brush and a palette.